What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Guys, this video is for you. And when I say you, I mean the guy in his garage trying to find the motivation, a guy who's pissed off with his car because things aren't working out. He had some setbacks. Regardless of the reason, you're just pretty well done with your car. You're freaking over it. Maybe you feel like you bit off more than you could chew. Maybe you're feeling bored with it. You're just not, it's not there anymore. And you know, I'm going to go ahead and say that's a lot of us. And you know, I feel the exact same way sometimes. So we're going to kind of flash back and forward. And I want this to serve as some motivation, some inspiration, you know, something to light that fire under your ass again and make you get out and get it done. So here's the story, guys. If you're new to the channel, let me just go ahead and refresh your memory on what this car that looks basically brand new, looks slick, all the brand new trim, all the moldings. Yeah, it needs a bath. It's a little dusty, but let me just go ahead and kind of give you a little refresher on the humble beginnings. Guys, this car was a piece. I'm not pulling any punching. This car was a piece. It was not the worst I've seen, not the worst we've had at the shop, but it was bad. And as you can see, still a little bit mind-blowing, guys, to go from a piece to something that looks essentially brand new, fully restored. It's hard to believe sometimes. This is a result of a plan, a lot of dedication, a whole crap ton of hard work. But when you have a vision, you can see that through. You can, instead of thinking about the mountain you're climbing and looking up at all the steps you've got to take to get to a certain point, turn that mindset around and think about the view from the top. And this is the view from the top. I don't know if you guys can remember it, but there's really nothing left in here that came with the car. Really the only thing is the bottom of the back seat. That's it. From the dash to the seats, the carpet, the kick panels, headliner. All of it. Console, door panels were pieced together from a couple of different cars. Work. That's what it took to get here. And it don't ever think this car's done. The car is not done. But look at what some dedication will get you. It's amazing. Guys, if you remember the first couple of sequences we did on the channel with Pop's car, what we had to do just to get it to run and actually drive. I don't know if you guys remember, but I couldn't hardly pull it on the trailer because first gear was gone from the transmission. Clutch was smoked. It didn't want to run. It barely ran. Blew plumes of smoke. Like I couldn't even hardly get it on the. I couldn't even hardly get it on the trailer. So back in 2020 when we first set to work on it, brand new trans, clutch, all of that, wheel bearings. Had basically changed everything under the hood to get it to run right. It didn't even have oxygen sensors in the exhaust, and so that's where we came from. But again, when we bought this car, I had a plan. Like I knew where the car was going, and so whenever a wrench got thrown in the mix, something else was trash, something else needed to be replaced. I just paid attention to the plan, and thought about the vision, thought about what I'm leaning against right now. That's what kept me going. And as you guys know, if you've been watching the channel for any length of time, the engine was smoked. We just wrapped up that series, and again, let me tell you, this is what I envisioned this engine to look like. I wanted it not to look 100% original, but I wanted it to look pretty damn close, and we achieved that. And what I didn't show you in the video is the hours of cleaning and scrubbing and degreasing and painting and wiping, and all of the harnesses, all the little pieces that like the air conditioning compressor, and just all the little details that it takes to get to this point. And it was worth it. I mean freaking look at this. I'm so very, very freaking proud. This is a representation of a lot of work, a lot of dedication, pretty healthy, substantial financial investment as well. But this didn't happen overnight. I drove this thing around looking the way it does, and it smoked. Every time I gave it gas, guys, it smoked. Pretty bad. Leaked coolant from the timing cover. I mean, the engine was done. But again, I knew that we would get to this point. The car's been painted over a year, and it still had the old engine under the hood, but now that's done a year after that. And that vision, again, stay with it, guys. You gotta stay with it. So again, people get so anxious and feel like it's gotta happen overnight, guys. This is 3 years, and that's fast, by car standards. 3 years to get to this point. And again, I still get people, at the shows and stuff that say, man, what a transformation, the guys that have followed it. And sometimes I even forget, I'll go back and look at some of the old videos and stuff of where we started from. And man, when we got it to the shop that first time and got on the lift, God, I wasn't sure we could do it. And but again, this is for you guys that are fed up, pissed off. I get it, but always think about the view from the top. Guys, I'm gonna drop just a little bit more advice on you. I wanted to keep this short and sweet, but I know there's those of you out there that this video is for. I know that you guys feel this way, and hopefully this is hitting you right when you need it. Because what I don't want you to do, I don't want you to sell it. I don't want you to give up on your project. I don't want you to go broke. Don't break yourself. Don't overspend. Go as your budget allows. Because at that point, if you do overspend, then you're gonna hate it, and you're gonna want us to get rid of it. And that takes the entire point away from why we do cars in the first place, and that's to enjoy them, to be freaking proud. Guys, I'm proud of this car. And at a car show and all that, it's not something that's gonna grab a bunch of attention. Doesn't have flashy wheels or a lot of chrome or a supercharger or anything like that. But what this car represents, as far as the history on it, how why we got it to begin with, all the times that me and Dover and Alex Brente and all worked on the shop getting this car to this point, and then Adam and the crew up at Hunt's Body Shop, painting this car and making it look the way it did. That's what matters. Don't get hung up, guys, on getting all the attention and getting insta famous. There's nothing wrong with getting attention and people showing off your cars and saying, "Oh man, that's so cool," but don't lose sight of what really matters, and what really matters is what the car means to you. Your effort, if it's got a history, a story to it, and your abilities, learning how to do little projects that you've never done before and adding more skill sets to your arsenal. And at the end of the day, you can sit back in a chair, crack open a beer, look at your car and be like, yeah, I did that. I took it from here to there. And it's the best feeling in the world. So guys, I hope that helps. I hope it finds the people that are feeling a little bit discouraged with their builds, and I hope that gives you that motivation. Get back out there, finish your build. See you guys on the next one.